Hey guys, it's Otti again. I'm sitting here at the E-TROPOLIS Festival outside the Turbinenhalle. Besides me is Sven from SolarFake. Hi, first of all.
Hey.
Hey.
Good to see you again.
Yeah. This is also our first talk, but it's our first talk in English.
Mm-hmm.
We said, okay, we have done several interviews during the years, but maybe we can do something for the people, international fans, for
Yes.
that are not capable of German. So maybe, first of all, can you even introduce for people who totally don't know you, what is SolarFake?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, it's my band. We started in 2007, and and since then we released I think 7 albums. I'm actually not really sure, but yeah, I think 7 albums.
This, yes.
And so that's basically it. We do like electronic music and live. We have a drummer, and like today we have Elliot Berlin supporting us on stage. He plays like keyboards and theremin and bass as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it.
And people might know, but you had some bands before, like Dreadful Shadows and Seraphine.
Yes.
But those have been more rock, Dreadful Shadows, rock, and Seraphine, like alternative dark rock. Some stuff like that.
Yeah.
And SolarFake normally is totally electro, but at the current album, we will talk about this, you also have some guitars somehow. But we'll come to this later. Maybe can you tell at least something like the 2 or 3 most important turning points from your story till now from SolarFake?
From SolarFake, I think the first one was when Andre joined the live setup or the live band. I mean, it's not even really a band. So I think that was one of the turning points, because he really he throws like a gigantic show on stage, which is really impressive. And then the next one was probably when I gave the booking to Protein, which is our agency, because they really booked us on many tours of bigger bands, like support tours, which really helped and booked us on festivals and stuff. So I think that was the second turning point, and then the third one was when Jeans on drums joined us for the live band. I mean, now meanwhile it's sort of a band.
Yeah, so
3
people are a band.
3, yeah.
Maybe even sometimes even 2, but 3.
Yeah, but most of the time now we're even 4 on stage. So, but today, I mean, Andre is sick, so he couldn't come. So we're 3 now. But yeah, anyway.
Get well, Andre.
Yeah.
I like him as well. So.
Yeah.
And we can't talk about the whole story, but maybe can you tell me, besides your band, call them a band, who are the people who are really important to you, that supported you?
Yeah, well, it's like what I said. I mean, I think I've learned a lot of a friend of mine who was the producer of Seraphine and Dreadful Shadows, and I worked with him in a studio for a couple of years. So I think he was one of the guys that I could always rely on, and I still meet with him very often, just to get his opinion on things, which really means a lot to me. So he's one of the important people, even if he's not really involved in the whole project SolarFake. But still, that's and of course the booking agency is really important for us, and I think that all the rest I'm doing by myself.
Yeah, even a label,
label.
Got back to have your own label.
Exactly.
You have been on another label, but now
now I'm doing it all by myself. Yeah, all the videos and graphics and
and as we are doing this, especially for the people, international audience, for your fans, international, what have been your biggest experiences outside Germany or German language countries?
Yes,
played.
I don't know. We've played in really strange places. For example, in 2014 already we had a concert in Tel Aviv in Israel, which was really impressive, and we met a lot of great people there. And we did like 3 US tours already, played in Mexico and in Peru. Peru was also like very strange experience, but good in a good way. So we met so many great people there, and it was very like extraordinary. Yeah.
And probably you always have those postings like, come to us, come to our country, come here, come there.
Yes.
What are the biggest challenges and that you have to overcome and that people maybe have to support you, that you can come to their country or the promoters?
It's not even that hard. I mean, it's always a little expensive to get like 3 or 4 guys over to like a different continent because it's just expensive. The US is a little tricky now because it's so expensive to get the working permits for artists. So I don't know at what point it will be a little lighter again. So we'll just see. But on the other hand, it's like if you have like 2 or 3 gigs in a row, you can share the costs between the 2 or 3 gigs, and then it's not so bad. So I think usually we just need some promoter to invite us to a show, and then it's working out pretty well.
If you want,
yeah,
check out local promoters.
I mean, we're working with a couple of promoters in Mexico, for example, and yeah. So
yeah, I talked to Sico before I talked to you. So do you have some connections maybe over them or over other artists that say, okay, ask this guy or ask there?
No, but of course you always ask other like befriended artists if they have any experience with someone, and if they say, yeah, he's cool and you can work with him, and it's fine. And I mean, everybody's talking, you know, so like bad experiences are like, yeah, promoted as well as good experiences.
Sure. So this is like a good network to have some people to talk to.
Of course, yeah. But usually those guys contact us or the agency, and then it's working out. Yeah.
And do you see some difference in people celebrating to your music in other countries? I mean, your music, you always sing English. It's not like other German bands singing in German and they really have to see. But is it like, for example, Middle America or other parts of the globe are celebrating differently?
Actually, no. It's always like amazing. It's really that's what this is like. I think Solar Fake of all of my projects, it's the first band where like the response of the audience is always like the maximum that's possible, and then I'm every time I'm overwhelmed by that, because no matter where we are, no matter. You know, there are like small gigs on the US tour. We've had really, really small gigs with only like 100 people, and they I don't know, they were so. I mean, it didn't feel like it's just 100 people. It felt like it's 500 or 600. So yeah, so I don't really see a difference because it's always like the best they could do.
But it's cool to play in front of, for example, like E-TROPOLIS.
Of course.
The big crowd. And I think you're a kind of co-headliner now.
Yes.
When you started, I know I've seen your shows when you've been smaller, like
yes.
So how does it feel to be now?
Absolutely great. Absolutely great. It really feels so good because, you know, it feels like a pace, like after such a long time, like putting all effort into this project. It's really good to see that it, you know,
developed, developed, and you deserve it. It's like,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And we can talk a little bit about the new album, or the current album. It's not that new anymore, but still current. Don't Push This Button came out last year.
Yes.
Maybe can you tell, like, I won't ask totally deep, but the core topics of it. What have been the things that inspired you for the people?
I think it's the condition of the world. Basically, the condition of the people, of people's minds. I think this is what, to me, is like the most challenging thing that we have to deal with at the moment. And this is like every song has this more or less this topic, but for a while now. Because I don't know. I also know like a lot of people with mental issues and how they deal with it and how they are treated by others and stuff like that. So it's I think it's a lot about the human mind. Yeah.
And did you get some cool international reactions, like cool reviews from outside Germany?
Yeah. Especially from the United States and from Sweden. which is funny. Yeah. I mean, of course, we did these tours in the US, so people started following us there as well, and then we got a lot of really good reviews from there. So.
And I mentioned it. There are some special versions, we can say, of some songs. At least I think it's an extended.
Yeah, it's like a
what you call it to the.
Yeah, sorry. It's
no. To the people, to the people internationally, because our German audience already knows this.
Yeah, that's true. No, we made like the regular album, and then we thought, because we all have like a rock band background, we all played in rock or punk bands before, so we thought, why not do these songs in a different version. And so we just played the same songs with guitars and bass and drums and just little keyboards, and we found it funny. So people liked it, but we don't overdo it. I mean, we don't play this live very often. We played it just at the I think at the record release shows when we did those, because they were really, really special, very small venue, and sold out in 1 minute or so. So we played it there, and we played something like that at fan club events and stuff like that. But we don't really, because I mean, we definitely want to make clear that this is not the future sound of Solar Fake, because it will always like remain an electro project, definitely. But still, I mean, it's fun doing this. Before that, we always had like a remix CD, like additional remix CD. But I think during the years, I have received remixes of every artist that I wanted, you know. So I've got a real great collection of remixes of my own songs by impressive artists. And I thought it was time for something new, to try something new. So we have these songs now in 3 versions, more or less, because we also have in the fan box, we've made a fan box, and there's a bonus CD with acoustic versions. So we do this for a couple of years now.
Yeah. But I have to ask, as you mentioned the remixes, you say you have had all the artists you wanted.
I think at least.
But probably they are all great. We won't do anything here. This is bigger than that. But is there some artists you are really proud of that you could work with him or her?
That I already did, or all of them. I mean, I did like some collaborations lately with Chris Paul from Blutengel, the song "Nothing Left," which was really, really successful, or still is. And now I did this collaboration with Chris Hans on his solo album. And I love doing that, because it's like the song with Chris Paul was really like, he sent me the music and I found the vocal lines and lyrics and stuff. So that was really like working together actually on a song, and I really like that. And I have another project like this in preparation at the moment, but I think I can't really talk about it. But it's also like an artist that I totally admire, and I'm a really, really huge fan of, an American artist as well. So I'm really looking forward to work on that too.
Great, I'm curious now.
Yeah.
but it's cool to have some spoiler. Next time we can talk about this one.
I hope. Yeah.
As well.
I hope I meet him now at Treffen next year.
Okay, so at least people could look up the lineup of Treffen and guess.
Yeah, but it's really, really tricky to find him.
Probably.
He plays there with his new band, and this is not very known yet. But yeah,
we have some riddle for it.
Yeah.
Nice. And we'll come to an end now, but we have to talk about. So these are projects you are working on. Is there some new material of Solar Fake coming somehow, or is this something you say okay later on?
Yeah, it's I haven't started writing yet, so I will probably. I don't know. I'm working on these projects. I also have to do some remixes for befriended artists. I don't know how to say, for other bands, and then I'm working on this one project, and I think also with Morphose we're doing a new song, and when I'm done with all that, like I think maybe in summer I start writing new songs, and then I see how long it takes. I never put any pressure on myself, so I just wait until I have enough material to really start.
That's one of the good things, having your own label.
Yeah, all the other labels never put any pressure on me as well. So, to be fair.
And I have to ask for the people outside, where are you playing this year? Maybe do you have some international shows? I didn't see something there.
We already played in Helsinki. We also have a gig in Liberec, which is in the Czech Republic. And let me think. I don't know. Yeah, but you find it all.
Yeah, check out on the website.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Thank you. We have some free greetings to the people, especially maybe the international audience.
Yeah, well, I really hope. We see you guys, and I really hope we can come back to the US, because this is really it's always fun to tour there, but also in South America and I think everywhere in the world. I mean, also Europe. Yeah, we're trying to come back to Spain very soon, and I mean, yeah, the Eastern countries. We're also trying to find new gigs and stuff. So yeah, we really hope it works out.
Thank you. Well, cool again.
Yeah,
talk.
Yeah,
people outside Solarfake. Probably you know them. If not, check them
you
out.
missed something.
Yeah, totally. It's like this. And I say bye bye. Cheers. See you next time.
Goodbye.